Today's adventure is in the minis area. It's about Hefty, Gnome, and Wren, who are now on a mission to find that critter she accidentally brought to Bithaca. Welcome to a tiny little magical kingdom called Bithaca.
Oh, my begonias, there you are. We're so happy you came. All our adventures are for the young at heart. No matter what our age, this is our version of gnome gardening.
What's in my water? Wren worried about the little green critter she accidentally brought to Bithaca. Hefty thought it might be scared somewhere, and this tore at his little heart, so he headed towards May. Said at the same time,
We need to go search for the little critter.
They smiled at each other, like true friends do when they are of like minds. Problem was, Bithaca's not a small village, and the critter could be anywhere. May and Hefty remembered that Misty Unicorn and her friends were the last to see the poor little critter, so they headed over to her pond. Misty explained.
The critter had suddenly appeared out of nowhere and dove right into the pond. But no one had seen it after that.
Jumper said,
I dove down deep and, well, there's absolutely nothing. It just disappeared.
Meanwhile, at the waterworks area, Dax Gnome thought he saw the tiny green thing fall right out of his spigot and right into the mountain stream. Scared Boogie Bear almost right up over the tree he was in. It don't take long for news to spread.
Come on, May.
Hefty said, climbing into the pail bucket. May flew over to grab the handle to fly off towards the water world. After Dax explained what had happened, here comes Whitley Ghost proclaiming the little critter to now be at the beach area. No sooner than they had landed than Dragoon Vampire and his brother informs them that the critter has now been spotted in the treehouse pond.
Well, that's just impossible,
exclaimed May in frustration. May turns, grabs the pail bucket the poor Hefty had never bothered to climb out of, and flies off towards the treehouse pond. She had noticed some bubbles in the water as they had approached, but then it was calm again. May guessed it had just left, but how? May was exhausted from flying here and there and, well, everywhere.
Well, that's it,
she said in a huff.
Whitley, dear, could you please go and ask all the water critters to watch out for that little green thing and see what it does next?
She asked, still trying to catch her breath.
Sure thing,
Whitley replied, and turned himself in the direction of the closest water critters and took off. It wasn't long before Whitley returned and informed everyone what had happened. Izzy Swamp Monster saw the critter in her swamp and watched it.
It opened a blue hole and swam right in and disappeared.
Oh, I get it. It can teleport.
exclaimed Hefty.
But why? Only through water.
Asked May.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of water critter.
Said Mo Monkey. Everyone heard a racket over at the pathway and went to see what it was. Suddenly, Itty Bitty had appeared in Marcus's pail bucket, stuck half in and half out, and all upset. It's a tug of war of...
Get out of there!
Let me go!
The critter noticed everyone standing around and desperately tried to teleport, but he couldn't because he was stuck tight. Well, hiya there, little buddy. Can we pull you out of there? Whitley asked. Itty reached out his tiny little hand, and Hefty began to pull, but he was having a hard time, so May pulled Hefty. Marcus pulled on May, Mo pulled on Marcus, and Whitley and Polly Ladybug became the cheerleaders. With all that tugging, Edie flew right out and over everyone's head to land in a soft pile of grass. Edie realized everyone was nice and that this place was warm and friendly. He sure wished he could live here.
Do you have a home to go to?
Said Mo Monkey.
I teleported a long time ago, and I cannot remember from where. Because of this, I can't go back.
Said Itty Bitty.
Oh no! The treehouse pond is empty. You can just live there.
Said Mo Monkey.
Really? You'd let me stay?
Edie said, almost in tears.
Well, of course we would, darling. What's your name?
May asked all motherly.
I'm Itty Bitty Water Dragon.
Edie said, grinning from ear to ear because he had finally found a home. To our newest family member, welcome home. Y'all come on back for our next adventure. We'd love to see you. Until we meet again, be kind to one another. Bye now. We sure do thank you all for tapping those buttons. Like, subscribe, and share.
May the magic of wonder always fill your heart.